Hello and welcome to a video enrichment brought to you by the Eugene Family YMCA. My name is Amelia and I'm an after-school teacher here at the Y, and I'm here to lead you in an online at-home enrichment activity. These activities are designed for you to use materials you have readily available at home. Thank you for tuning in, and let's get started. Hi everyone. Today's activity is an art project where we can create our own marbled paper. You'll be using paper, shaving cream, and paint or food coloring to create your own marbled stationery. So here's how it works. The paint or the food coloring sits on top of the shaving cream, and then when it comes into contact with the paper, then the paper is going to absorb the beautiful marbled design. So you can do this with any sort of paper. You can use regular printer paper, you could decorate envelopes, you can use cardstock, construction paper, pretty much anything you have at home will work. So let's get started. First, you're going to need to gather your materials. You're going to need a large tin big enough to fit your paper onto. You'll also need some food coloring or acrylic paint, and a paintbrush or a stick for marbling. I'm going to use a chopstick. A flat object that you can scrape with. I'm using this old rewards card. And you're also, of course, going to need some shaving cream. But be sure to use regular shaving cream. The type with a gel or a moisturizer won't work very well for this project. You're going to start by making a nice layer of shaving cream onto the tin. Be sure to shake it up nice and well before putting it on the tin. You're going to need to flatten out this layer a little bit and be sure that the whole area is covered in shaving cream. And make it nice and flat. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to have enough space for the paper to sit on it and be flat enough for you to marble your colors. Now I have an old dish towel set right here. You're gonna get a lot of shaving cream on this scraper. I'm using my dish towel just to kind of clean off my scraper because we're gonna be using it a couple times. Now, it's time to choose what colors you want your design to be. I chose my favorite colors. I'm going to be doing blue and green. So now you can place dots of food coloring or paint, whichever one you'll be using, all over the shaving cream. Kind of just put them around randomly. Really doesn't matter how much you put or where you put it. The design is really up to you. Now, once you have some dots of paint, you're going to take your paintbrush or your stick, and it's time to marble those colors around. Now, here's where you can get creative. You can just pull side to side. You can swirl them around like I'm doing. It's really up to you. The most important part of this project is that you get colors almost all over the shaving cream, but not so mixed that it turns into one big color blob. You still want to have those pretty swirls on top. Now you're going to marble it to your heart's desire until it looks how you would like it to look. I'm gonna marble some little swirls onto mine. Some swirls this way, that way. Some diagonal ones going. All right. Now, you have some marbling on that shaving cream, and you are ready to put your paper or whatever you're using right on top. You're going to take your paper, stick it right over the shaving cream, lay it nice and flat, and press it down just a little bit. Now you don't really need to squish it on there, just enough so you start to see the color starting to absorb through the paper. And just press down, press down, press down. And then just let it sit for a second. And then you're going to grab it by a corner and peel it up. Now once you have it peeled off, you can set it down on a dish towel or paper towels, just like that. And now you can totally see how the marbling came off onto the paper. You're gonna let it sit down for about 2 minutes or so, kind of making sure that paint or food coloring has some time to absorb into the paper. Now you're probably noticing there's little bits of shaving cream on there. That's where the card comes in. You're going to carefully just scrape off that extra shaving cream. Now once you've completed all these steps, you've got yourself some beautiful marbled paper. You can let this paper dry inside or outside in the sun, and after it's dry you can cut it up for decorations, you can fold it in half to make a card, or you can enjoy it just as is. I know I'm personally going to turn my paper into a card to send to my mom in California. So you can use this method to decorate envelopes and pretty much anything that you want. I've actually heard that you could try to do fabric with it as well. So if you want to do the design again, all you have to do is scrape off this top layer and then add a little more food coloring. Repeat the steps to create more art. Now I really hope you enjoyed creating some marbled paper, and enjoy and have fun. I'm gonna make a matching envelope next to put my card into. So to make my envelope, I just folded over this little front part, stuck it onto my little sheet with marbled colored, and then I scraped it off, kind of following the exact same steps. And now I have an envelope to send my card in. So you can do anything you want with this stationery, have fun, and enjoy making your marbled paper. I hope you enjoyed this at-home enrichment project. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope that you join us next time for another online activity from the Eugene Family YMCA. Bye!